Hi, Justin Ross with Orscheln Products. Here with me again is Johansson. We're wrapping up Work Truck Week here in Indianapolis. A lot of exciting things to see over the course of the week. A lot of new technology in the space of future vehicles attributing to the decarbonization goal. Is there any takeaway from the show, Joe?
Absolutely. As I look at the industry, they are making a huge investment on this new technology. And it behooves us as suppliers to be right up there, to understand what their needs are, and to be able to supply. So this is a challenge to us and to other industries in our sphere to step up and supply parts that are needed for these OEMs. So let's watch the fourth installment of our video and we'll go with that.
Take it away.
Decarbonization Session 4. Where do we go from here? Maybe you are like myself in trying to work our way through this jungle of new vehicles being developed to meet the decarbonized vehicle market, especially in the area of last mile delivery vehicles. The decarbonization train has already left the station, whether we like it or not. If you are a component manufacturer like our company Orscheln is, then I have 4 suggestions as to actions that you need to take in order to make yourself more relevant to this current crop of decarbonized vehicles. Firstly, we need to explore the needs of last-mile battery electric vehicle manufacturers. From the aspect of Orscheln, we should concentrate on our core competencies of pedals, control switchgear, tubing, and park brake systems. Come with me now as I take you on a journey through this jungle of many vehicle manufacturers vying for the attention of users. The first vehicle that I'm going to talk about today is the Rivian, of which 100,000 have been ordered by Amazon. You may already have seen this vehicle in your neighborhood. It is a very interesting vehicle with a lot of electronic features and of course an electric powertrain. Then we have the Arrival, which is a British startup which has now moved into the United States and building microfactories in South and North Carolina. They have orders from UPS for some 10,000 vehicles. We have BrightDrop, which is a GM-owned company, but currently has orders for their vehicle from FedEx. Canoe is a vehicle which is being ordered by Walmart. They have ordered 4,500 of these vehicles with a potential for going up to 10,000. They are building vehicles close to the Walmart center in Arkansas. BYD is a Chinese company and is probably the world's largest manufacturer of electric vehicles. They currently build passenger cars, last mile delivery vehicles, Class 8 vehicles, and buses, as well as building batteries. Ford has the Econoline, which is an electrified chassis now, of which DHL has ordered 2,000 of these vehicles. The Lightning ZV4 is a zero-emission vehicle, and it is built on a standard Ford and GM chassis, which is then electrified. The Phoenix Motors vehicles are of the same nature as a Lightning. In other words, they take a standard chassis from GM or Ford and electrify the powertrain. The Proxima is a vehicle developed by a startup initiated by Morgan Olson and EAVX. It's an interesting vehicle, has a very low floor, has 4-wheel steering, and wheels with motors at the wheel ends. The Freightliner custom chassis is well known in the last mile delivery areas right now with the diesel powered units, but this is the electrified chassis. Shift has just unveiled their EV vehicle under the brand of Blue Arc. XOS is a startup based in California, and their business model is to have vehicles across the weight range from last mile delivery through to Class 8 vehicles. Workhorse is offering the W750 electric vehicle into the last mile delivery market. The C-Drive is an Australian company but currently operating out of California. The second area that I would encourage component manufacturers and also Auschland to explore is manufacturers of fuel cells and electrolyzers. The first one that comes to mind is Plug Power. Plug Power has a long history of building fuel cells for the use in forklift trucks and has currently expanded out into the over-the-road market and supplying hydrogen to various outlets and making themselves amenable to vehicles like Nikola for refueling. Bosch is a German company, it's well known, and they have a fuel cell system which they are engineering into the Nikola truck tractor. Currently, they are building a hydrogen-powered fuel cell factory in South Carolina, in Anderson, starting in 2026. Toyota has been building fuel cells for quite a while and have been installing them into their passenger car, the Mirai, which is currently sold in California. They have allied themselves with PACCAR, and so that the Toyota fuel cell is available in Kenworth and Peterbilt trucks. Ballard is a Canadian company domiciled in Vancouver and have been in the fuel cell business for a long time. Caterpillar has collabed with Microsoft and Ballard in their articulated dump truck to electrify it. Cummins has developed a lot of interesting new technology, which is also fuel cell. They of course have the agnostic engine system, which is either diesel or natural gas or hydrogen, but in this case here is offering a fuel cell in conjunction with their electrified systems. Hyzon is an American company but has been building vehicles in Australia and Europe. The third aspect that I would encourage suppliers and developers of components for the battery electric vehicle and fuel cell electric vehicle market is to do the following, and that is to supply unique equipment. From Auschland, it would be things like shift selectors, hard tubing for cooling applications, throttle pedals, and park brake packages for non-air brake vehicles. Fourthly, to extend relationships with current clients in both the BEV and fuel cell electric vehicle business. If you have clients and they are currently into the area of battery electric vehicles or fuel cells, you should encourage their participation with the equipment that you manufacture. From Auschland's perspective, these companies would be Cummins, XOS, Shift, and Trover. As we come to the end of this presentation, I think a big decision would be whether your company is going to stick to old technology or move into new areas, new technology with electrified powertrains. The automotive industry is on a path to rapidly develop and produce decarbonized transportation solutions. In order to be successful in this new business, companies should urgently align themselves with these efforts and design and manufacture products to meet these needs.
Well, Joe, as we wrap up our discussion here on decarbonization, it seems like there's still many burning questions on how the industry tackles it, some new challenges, working towards a decarbonized world and a safer, cleaner environment for everyone.
Justin, you're absolutely right. As I look around the show here, I recognize that we are in an exciting age. Things are changing rapidly, and the vehicles that we see are evolving almost daily. And I think we have a great chance to supply parts and to support these OEMs with a great product.
Well, as we wrap up, thank you, Joe, again for joining and sharing your insights. I'd also like to thank everyone that has viewed our series on decarbonization. If you would like to reach out to us at Orscheln Products, or of course to Joe himself, you'll find contact information at the end of this video. It's also important as the industry works towards decarbonization to mention the good work that the people at NACFE are doing, the North American Council for Freight Efficiency. You'll also find contact details for NACFE at the conclusion of the video. Thanks for joining.